Okay. Yes. Alright, let's see here. We can delete this one. Yeah, day one. Let's get rid of that. No, I wanted to delete it. Oh well, we'll get to sit through this game's beautiful load screens, I guess. This is a great game. We already streamed it, but, you know, we're revisiting it because a few people have asked me to stream it again. And another one is Chloe, who currently has a migraine and needs something to sleep to. So we'll be doing tonight's stream for her, as well as Ducky, who's also requested the stream. Chloe's gonna be listening and all that. It's kind of hard to sleep when you have a migraine. So, it's at least relaxing. What's up, Rerun Trading? Welcome in. First one in, sir. Congratulations. Once this load screen ends, we're gonna actually exit it and start a new save instead. I ran out of slots to save things in. Ah, my nose is really sore. I've been having like a runny nose and I'm blowing it, so it's all raw. And it's like raw right under a mustache hair too. So whenever that mustache hair like moves, it's extra, there's like an extra sting there. I need aloe or something to put there. I wonder if olive oil is good. Is a good like general hydration thing. But how you doing, Rerun Trading? It's good to see you. Hopefully you'll be sticking around tonight. It's always fun having people to talk to, especially when I get to geek out about a beautiful game like this. Everything in this game is randomly generated. That's kind of why when I haven't picked it up in a while, it takes a minute to load. So, you know, downside to a great game. It's a game everyone slept on because the gameplay is just kind of generic. But what really makes this game stand out is just everything else about it. It's very, very clearly a game that the developers loved and wanted to make into a good game. The story is amazing. The game mechanics work. They do what the game developers intended it to do. I'm not usually big on survival mechanics, but it's not such a dramatic takeaway from the experience of the game that it's a hindrance like in most games that have survival mechanics. Because this game originally was just going to be a survival game. Like, it was going to have storytelling in the world, you know, that you guys will notice as we go around. Here, we're gonna... Main menu.
Terrible.
Main menu. What's up, Lord of Cinder?
How did I even get back here?
I've been missing you.
Did someone carry me?
But yeah, you know, the story in this game wasn't even the initial focus, but it's become what really makes this game shine. All of the writing is beautiful. All of the music was made originally for the game that you guys will hear, including the intro song. And it's such a good soundtrack that I actually bought Chloe the soundtrack on vinyl and got her a record player just so we could listen to it. I'm not even a vinyl guy. It's just they have it in vinyl, and it's like the discs in the game, so why not? Also, of course, my nose is a little runny. I also worked my first shift at a restaurant today, so I'm making some money again. Very rough shift. Alright, let's go to story. Okay, and I believe it'll be this one now. That's first. Delete. They came from below. Light bearer. I don't need any of these light bearer ones. I need the DLC ones actually. I can just get rid of. So yeah, all of these. We can do one of the DLCs later. The DLCs I can do in one sitting. What up, Mr. Blumps? Have you heard of this game, sir? I like your Blee Flabby Shoe. See if you could come up with real words for that alternate name, then it would be funny. Because, you know, Flabby is funny. Arthur, difficulty normal. Let's see here. Easy, you're here for a story and to explore a world Strangers don't much mind you, and you will give plenty of warning if they decide to attack. Let's go with this. Start base difficulty. Survival needs. Easy. Because now that I know all of this stuff, I might as well just get rid of the survival needs. Normally alert, combat, re-present. We'll go normal. Permadeath, no. Let's start. Begin. Arthur's story is the one you typically start with, so for this playthrough we'll start with Arthur as well. Because it's kind of weird to start in Act 2, even though Act 2 you can get away with playing, but you need the context of Act 1 and Act 2 to get Act 3, which is each act is a different character and there's different challenges that that character has to deal with survival-wise. But it's nice to see you, Blumps. Be sure to like the stream if you haven't, everyone. If you're after the stream's up, of course, say hi. Let me know what you're listening to the stream while doing. Because I know you guys use this as background noise, and that's exactly how it should be. Don't be too distracted by me. Alright, let's enjoy ourselves. Let the dystopian adventure begin. Those of you who know 1984 will immediately recognize the beginning of this. Or the book, 1984, not the year. And here we go. Starts off literally doing the redacting thing that the main character in 1984 does to all the newspapers. The only twist is that he's on drugs to keep him happy and everything.
Oh, heavens no.
And make him forget everything that happened before. You can actually get a trophy for doing all of this stuff. But here is Arthur and his brother in the newspaper. Brings him out of his little trance.
It is very dangerous to put your hat outside the windows on the train.
Arthur, where are you? Arthur! How did you go? Arthur! Arthur!
And here you can choose to
I should just take my joy.
or choose not to. If you choose to, then the game kind of ends right here. But you can choose to remember, which starts the courses of the game.
Percy! Percy!
Arthur, where are you?
What have you been up to? No one's seen you for hours.
Oh, nose to the grindstone, you know.
Then why haven't I heard a single whoosh through the door since 10 o'clock? Did you forget we're having Deirdre's birthday party?
Oh.
We've got a piñata.
Right. Brilliant.
Wait till you see what the pinata is.
Have you forgotten your joy?
So it's like an
Of course
iconic
not.
way to start the
Snug as a
game.
bug on a drug.
Well, come on then, finish up.
Just have a few more pages.
One of the DLCs you actually
Then
play
don't
as
take
that
too
lady.
long to finish.
It's a really good DLC. It shows you everything that happens after the course of the game.
Aha!
The main
The
game.
power cell's empty.
Well, what will you do?
I'll get a new one.
There we go.
If there were an emergency, would you be able to find the doorknob? Or should I tie a bright yellow ribbon on it?
I feel like you should respond to that,
How hard
Arthur.
it was to find flour for a cake? I'm going to be quite put out if it goes.
Alright, let's see
There is
here.
now a curfew in effect at night. Any civilian on the street.
That's a past we can remember safely.
How is everybody? You know, what's your favorite genre
Well,
of story?
I expect you in the conference room
Me and
presently.
Chloe love
Don't bore
dystopian
them. You don't want to
and
miss
horror
the piñata.
and sci-fi, which is, you know, classifies
Prudence
to everything
supposed to be
about
coming
this.
back today? I made her a welcome back card.
There we go. Anything that has to do with before the war, you want to
Nothing
censor.
wrong with that one.
But we don't have to sit here and do this until Mrs. Bing leaves, of course. And I believe she has. This is another one to censor. Fantasy is your favorite? That's a good one.
Oh, I think
When I
not.
was young, that was my favorite too. There's a book called, what was it called? Yeah, there's so many good ones, but there was one that I can't remember the name of that really blew me out of the water. That was a fantasy book,
Clive
but it was like
Birthwhistle.
the main character
You're
got
off
struck
at the
by
party,
lightning,
aren't
took
you?
them into a different world, and they could speak to animals. And you know, every fantasy book sounds
Do you think the canister
cheesy
wonders
when
what
you
life's
describe
like
it,
outside the tube?
but it's
Of course, he'd have to break the tube to get out.
not
Well,
the
break it
best
for everybody.
in here. Actually, I got distracted by the game for a second. But yeah, fantasy books always sound goofy when you describe them, but whenever you actually read them, they're pretty good. What's up, Brenner? Welcome in, good sir. Be sure to like the stream. We're doing our favorite dystopian sci-fi,
These seem to be a bit
Horror
behind
game.
in our work now that you mention it.
not necessarily horror, but it's a little generous to call it horror, but it's a very well-loved game. That, like... Oh! It just fell out of the ceiling. Oh, that's these. I bet that... they think that's a water leak or something. Here's the birthday party.
There you are.
See the
You really
piñata?
missed the piñata. It's the most
They're all
adorable Spanish
hopped up.
custom. Uncle Jack did a whole show about it. You smash it until all the sweets come out. Come on, hit it! Hit it! Hit it!
Is that like a fetish whip that she's
Come
holding, or
on.
is that like a horse thing? It's a little rat or a dog.
You are off your joy. Take one of mine.
If Arthur did take one of hers, he'd probably
He's a downer. Call security.
freak out, because
We've got a downer.
you find out later that Bing, Mrs. Bing, is on extra strong joy. There we
Probably a
go.
bad time to ask for that raise.
Also, Brenner asks me how I am. I'm doing alright. I started a job today, and it was in a restaurant, very busy. For my first shift, I was doing expo.
Got a downer here, haven't we? Put that down! I'll fix you!
Where I basically had to...
You smell gas?
Flaming Nora.
Forget him, there's no time.
I basically had to, you know, figure out the items on the menu, read them off the tickets, and then put them on a tray for the people who are going to serve, and then call out the name of the people serving. And when it got really busy, it was like, I didn't know what the food was, because I'm new, and, you know, I didn't know the names of people, I didn't, you know, I just had to figure it out. Very stressful, but I think I'll be ready for the next time. It's a very simple job, you know, it's easy, but it's difficult to do it new when you don't know the menu. Still hoping for another job, but it's a good holdover, and, you know, the people that I'm working with are pretty nice. I know one of them as well. And overall, both stressful but also lovely time. I'm glad you're doing great, Brenner. You want to talk about your day, sir? It's currently building the world. Everything is automatically generated except for the beginning area and the very end area. Because there's certain needs to the game world and the tutorial and the ending that like that they need to be consistent. If you're in arcade or sandbox mode in this game, it lets you have more control over the world size and everything like that. They don't do that for the story, unfortunately. It'd be nice to, because then you could pick a small world if you want the story to go quicker and the side quests to be much less travel. Your day was eventful, Brenner. How so? Give me the deets. Spill the tea. Or spill the beans, you know. I don't know where you're from. I heard someone say spill the tea once and it was just funny to me. Because like the thought of it puts you in the mindset of like we're all at a tea party or sitting around, and when you're gesturing talking about someone you might just spill the tea. That's what I imagine. It just sounds like such a funny, stupid scenario. You went shopping first, okay. What were you buying, sir? Do I need to report you to the authorities in Wellington Wells? Shopping sounds like something that a downer might do. You don't want to be a downer, Brenner. Alright. This should load. It's almost there. It's an older game too, so. There we go. The world has been generated. You never get tired of shopping, Plumps, really. Razors, deodorant, the usual. Oh, that's exciting. You made it sound like you were shopping for something very exciting.
Christ, how far did those bastards chase me? There were bridges, weren't there? And tunnels. I'm pretty sure I'm not in the parade anymore. I don't even think I'm still in the village.
Here, this area. Let's just go to
Those
check the
bobbies
doors.
seem to have locked me in. I suppose they were worried about the gas. Terribly thoughtful of them.
Oh, there's a rat. Here's Uncle Jack on the radio. Man, hearing Uncle Jack on the radio makes me want to play Fallout 3 real bad. Because they have President Eden on the radio if the Enclave are around. You had a dream, Brenner. Is that your way of saying you were asleep, or were you awake and dreaming?
It's just going to be a regular, wonderful, ordinary, spectacular day. But of course, we'll interrupt the day because we love to do that with our daily recreational activity. What are we going to do for fun today? Well, how about Simon Says?
He sounds just like
I
me.
love Simon Says, don't you? It's been too long since we played it, hasn't it?
Maybe I should start saying, "Hey guys, let's play Simon Says." Oh, someone's in there. I can't pick up the broom. Dirty bandages. It's good to pick up what you can at the beginning.
I'll need some odds and bobs and bits of metal to make a
So
lock.
many menus. Let's go to crafting. Lockpick. Beautiful. I wish
There
that
we
it
go.
had the lock
3 years
or
of
the
the salamander
crafting
and me
system
getting
of
into constant trouble finally pay off.
Resident Evil. That was very simple and easy to do it really quick. You slept to have a dream. Okay.
What happened to him? Or rather, who?
Okay. Bingo.
Too bad I don't have any other hatches to go to just yet.
Hey, I have this thing that the guy has in his body. Ooh, shit.
Take your joy! Take your joy!
It's a filthy. I'm a filthy downer. He's in the right here. Let's be honest.
That's the first fight I've won since primary school.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it's the first fight I've been in since primary school.
All of the dialogue is gold. The more dialogue we can encounter, the better. It's what kept me playing this game when I was still figuring it out. It has a bit of a learning curve, but that's just fine. Oh, there we go. Powered it on, boys. Now we're about to run into a bunch of downers. Oh, there's a memory.
Are they going to hurt us?
No one's going to hurt you, Percy. I promise.
But have they hurt the city?
I don't think they'll blow anything else up.
Why?
Because we surrendered, I hope.
What are we going to do, Arthur?
If you need backstory, let me know, and I'll fill you guys in on the backstory of the game world. And Brenner says while he was dreaming, he had a little build idea, but after that he woke up and played a little. So you had a build in Elden Ring come to you in a dream.
Bridge.
You have to try it,
Get
dude.
to the bridge in the parade
That
district, which I
freaking
just got
sleep
chased
build
out
is so
of.
gold.
Brilliant. Ah, the train station. If I can get to the train station, I can just follow the old rail tunnel all the way to the bridge. Be nice if there was a map, wouldn't it? I suppose back in those days we could remember where things were.
Everybody's got a... Even the people that don't or stopped taking their joy still have memory issues because of side effects, you know, long-term side effects from their joy. You know, actually, it never occurred to me, but that's actually like... So, like, the lore in the story, the background is, the Germans won World War II in this game's world, and the British surrendered. And what's neat is that this is actually, like, I'm pretty sure this is one of the jets that the Germans built, you know, because they had experimental jets, or that could be, I'm pretty sure it's a jet, but it could be one of the jet-powered rockets, and it could be a dud, because they did have those, or it could be just some fictional German plane flying.
I haven't
thing.
got it all figured out, but I will find you.
Here's a Mad Hatter little scenario. It really is a bunch of stuff to craft things with in the future. So it's kind of good to take some of it. Not the rotting meat, we don't need that. Teacups are useful because, you know, if you have teacups you can make some of the stuff that you can drink that's not drugged. Can I take his hat? Ah, everybody loves a guy in a bowler hat. What's more trustworthy than the guy with...
Percy told me about these. They're good for wounds and things.
Yes, we want to pick up every rose of Gilead we can. That's like our healing materials. But what's the build you came up with in your dream, Brenner? Also, everybody that came in, welcome in.
Maybe I can make some sort of ointment to put on my wounds.
We're just starting with the game right now. This is the tutorial area, and then we'll go into the randomly generated part of the world that most of the game will take place in. Is he going to talk to me? Oh, there we go.
Thank you. My uncle bought it for me last Christmas.
Anxious to get back home to the village?
Well, I live in the parade.
You won't get past that door. Not without one of them disposable electrical cars that all the bobbies have. And a power cell.
Know where I could mug a bobby?
You're a brave one, aren't you? No. I'll trade you one.
So you want to go back home?
Home to all those bastards who chased me out of my house. When they all catch the plague and die. Then I'll go back. There's something I want a whole lot more. Those bastards in that camp over there. With the helmets and the proper weapons. They took something from me. If you get them back from me, I'll give you my card.
There we go. First
Sounds
quest of the
quite
game. It's
dangerous,
actually pretty fun.
Isn't it?
Of course it's bloody dangerous. That's why I'm paying you. Come and find me in that sort of hamlet over there. We'll trade.
All right. Well, what are they?
My medals. From the war. I won the DSO at Dunkirk and the Victoria Cross at Ramsgate. Those bastards. They thought it was funny that I still had them. Fucking funny they thought it was. No, I only need a power cell to fire this thing up. Hooligans stole most of those too.
Right. Well, I'll see what I can do.
Alrighty. Here's the part of the game
I go to a camp of robbers,
where it tries to teach
maybe
me
I can
to be
defeat them
a
with my
stealthy
rapier
boy,
sharp wit.
and I end up just punching people because it's way more fun. This isn't supposed to be a fighting game. It's supposed to be, it's like really awkward to fight in this, but I just am too good at the fighting. It's ridiculous. It's kind of silly. Here, that charcoal is actually kind of rare and useful. But Mr. Blum says he's British. Of course teacups are useful. And then Mr. Brenner says, my secondary weapon is the Reduvia, and I have a buckler as a sub for the madness. To switch to madness, after parry and grab them. Oh, that's a good idea. You could stun lock them, but I don't know if that's more work. Because madness only works against players, right? You could use the sleep. You know, you've seen how effective that sleep sword is that I use. And Mr. Blump says, dreaming about Elden Ring would be a nightmare. She has a hard time with it. Brenner also says, but then I saw that you're streaming, so it couldn't get better than this. Oh really? You really love my streams? Thank you, sir. It means a lot to me that you guys like it so much. Oh, hang on. I think I have to try to just talk to the people at the gates. Oh, you know what? Maybe I can just... No, I can't climb the walls.
They look pretty well buttoned up. I suppose I can wait here till they throw a party for the whole neighbourhood. I'll find a cleverer way in.
Okay, never mind. My first instinct was more correct. Let's just follow this trail. It's probably been about a year since I played this, maybe. No, much less. Probably half a year. Here we go. I'll pick... Everything that we have actually gets taken in here, so... Unless I can find it again. You wouldn't like it if you didn't? Well, thank you, sir. For entering the hooligan bunker. Blumps, you've like affected my vocabulary with your username. Alrighty. Here we are, trespassing.
Sally would have loved this. If we could never get in here.
Man, Sally's great. Her story is in Act 2, and you get Arthur's perspective of her story in bits and pieces of this one. And honestly, Sally's is amazing as well. I mean, all of it's amazing, but Sally's story is particularly pretty good, and the mechanics that are behind it, because she's a mother, and part of the survival mechanics that it gives you when you play as Sally is that she gets motherly guilt when she's away from her baby too long.
I guess I have to take that elevator.
So to like actually
I hope no one notices.
Feed her baby and stuff. It's not just like a prop that's put around. It's kind of neat. Blumker is one you haven't heard? Really? I'm surprised nobody's... You know, of all the usernames people have thrown at you. Ah.
Lovely day, Fred.
A lovely day it is. Not many people get this far. It's sort of a test. Someone who gets this far usually puts up a decent fight.
In the arena.
I just
I don't suppose
snuck
there's
in.
some way I could be more useful to you alive.
I don't know. Can you juggle?
Well, I could write a lovely poem. I won a prize in school.
Nah. We've already got a
This is
bard.
basically playing as Lone
First,
Wolf.
put your things in that box. That will leave you there to starve.
I always make that joke, but it's true. This is how I imagine he actually is in real life. Gave up my stuff.
Gird thy loins for the moment of truth, for it is upon you.
Gird thy loins. Right. This is the part of the game where it teaches you to fight.
Incredible! What it This is the best circus we've had in.
Let's read it. Close. Oh shit. Why was there a tutorial over my thing? Close. Headboy rules. Headboy rules. For little George's initiation, he has to win an arena fight with a tourist. No fair fighting, wastrel weaklings. Fresh meat only. Steal food not looted from a dead body. Sneak into the village and steal a bobby hat. Make it a red bobby hat. That's a fight I'd love to see. Haha. Clean my leather jacket. Stop being a dull wanker. I guess little George might not be a headboy material after all. Headboys are kind of a gang. They're kind of inspired by a Clockwork Orange.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome warmly Arthur, King of the Parade!
The parade is a region of the city that Arthur's from. It's like the capital part.
In the other corner is our two-time winner, Danny Defoe!
Bloody hell! Arthur Hastings? I'm sorry? I don't think I know you. Of course you know me. You got me sacked from the Oak Current. I don't remember that. I don't work there anymore. You thought one of my articles was insufficiently original? Danny Defoe? You've lost a bit of weight. To be fair, you did copy my piece line by line. Who gives a shit, Hastings? A newspaper's supposed to make you feel good. Nobody remembers what they read. I don't want to fight you. The feeling is muted. There's only enough food for the winners, see?
Now, lads, choose your weapons. One is quite lethal. The other will just give the other chaps some bad dreams. Up to you.
That padded one doesn't look nearly as effective. How badly do I not want to kill good old Danny?
I'm gonna pick the padded one.
And Danny's picked the lethal one. That's cheery.
Hey, some guy, I've got great odds on you. Don't fuck it up. He's gonna come on strong with that lead pipe. You're gonna want to block that.
Oh, it's gonna be a difficult one to knock him out with. Oh, it's not even doing anything.
Try shoving him. Drop his guard.
There we go, now it's concentrating. There we go.
Well, that's for knocking down my blocks in nursery.
4, 3, 2, 1. Let's spice it up, shall we, eh? How about we let the birds have a chance? If you lost your bouncy foe, now's your chance to have a double or quits.
Birds means ladies. I like ladies. They crumble when I hit them in the head. I'm just kidding.
Take it real easy on us.
crushing it. Easy.
Just agree to disagree.
Arthur, you are free to go. It's been a real pleasure having you over. Catch you later.
I guess that guy won his money. I meant to go up.
Let's all wish him well on his journey.
I've got...
Oh yeah, here we are.
Oh god, this on... Oh god.
How do I switch weapons? There's a way to do that. Forget how to switch weapons. Hang on, let me go to my inventory and just directly equip it. There we go. Because these guys that are down here are not going to be ones that we want to let live if they have any alive ones down here at all.
There's some sort of vent. I wonder if I can pry it loose. I'd need a Jimmy bar.
Healing up.
I don't have a
for
Jimmy
help.
bar. Can I find stuff to make one with?
Yep, I already got the stuff, I think. Metal bits is all you need. Nope, it's not. I need 3 metal bits.
I'm gonna have to search these bodies for bits and bobs of metal, aren't I?
Yeah, and they randomly generate everyone's name as well. What's up, Mr. Lone Wolf? Lone Wolf says, time to cause utter and complete chaos in my favorite American streams chat again. I mean, hey guys, welcome Lone Wolf. Well, be sure to like the stream on your way in, buddy. Hopefully you're doing good. Oh, there's a Jimmy bar. There's just a Jimmy bar already. We're playing as you right now. This is Lone Wolf Simulator 9000. Our favorite British viewer, other than the other ones, of course. There's a few British viewers, Lone Wolf, I gotta say. What up, Cheyenne? Batman Arkham Knight slept on? I thought Batman Arkham Knight was pretty well regarded.
I suppose now that no one is actively trying to kill me, I ought to be on the lookout for a motoline dispenser. That chap at the bridge said I'd need a power cell and his war medal.
Alright. Let's level up then. Combat. I can't. I can get this one.
I suppose now I better figure out how to get rid of him real quiet like. I definitely don't want a crowd.
I wouldn't choke out a guy that's peeing, because just... That's how you go from someone peeing to someone laying on their back, turn into a fountain. Okay, let's see. There. Probably got stuff. Lockpick. But it's good to see you guys. Welcome in. If you need context on the backstory of the game, let me know. So you're not supposed, technically not supposed to go through and fight everyone in this. But I tend to, because I'm bad at the stealth in this game. Oh. I can actually hide in the rubbish bin. Or as normal people may call it, the trash can.
Just relax. Don't question it.
Oh, he was just choked out while taking a piss. Big difference. Give context? Alright, well, in the game world, it takes place in the UK, specifically in a island between England and Scotland. Or not Scotland, England and Wales, in a big river between them. And the Germans won World War II in this game world, and the subsequent regime drugged everyone and sterilized everyone to keep them in line and from rebelling. So we're in the aftermath of that, playing as Arthur Hastings during the first act, Sally Boyle during the second act, and Ollie during the third act, who are all downers who once took their joy, but for whatever reason chose to stop, and we see their stories as to how they escape and survive in the game world of Wellington Wells. And all the children were abducted as well. Did I not distract the head voice? Here. And Arthur, this is the very beginning of his playthrough. We were just doing the whole thing that...
I guess I can go to that hamlet and give that chap his medals, and he'll give me the car.
If you've read 1984, basically that was his job.
Now I just need that power cell.
Taking things out of the newspapers. And he got off his joy and realized what was going on, and everyone chased him out for being a downer because they all realized he wasn't on his joy anymore. He was remembering things. That guy's the first man that we've actually killed.
Do we really have to do this?
Cockney accent. It's really? That's not what I thought the Cockney accent was.
Fuel of the future, now.
The head boys, I figure, have the Cockney accent. Arthur sounds more like, what's it called? What's the guy's name? The guy that played Bruce Wayne's butler in the Dark Knight trilogy. Wait a second. The head just do a big circle. Alright, so that was the way we came in, I think, right? So this is the way we go out? There's a big red button. Oh, that's not a button. Quest marker's over there. Oh, there we go. Here's my stuff.
That's everything I had when they jumped me.
Michael Caine, yes, Michael Caine. British doesn't sound all the same to me. You can tell the different accents. I gotta say, I know that my favorite British accent is considered like the most hideous in the UK. I really like the Broomy accent. That of Birmingham, or whatever. Goal is not to hit him, just distract him. Oh, are we gonna get away free? Yeah, I know the Birmingham accent's notoriously ugly. In the UK.
A water pump.
Maybe it
Nice.
maybe it
There's a
sounds
few more in
better
the Garden
to
District,
a
aren't there? Well, to fill up a canteen or two, shouldn't
English or not English, an American ear. I need a canteen. Another thing we'll need to do is not look so nice. That's the thing with the way we are right now. We need a tattered suit. Because everybody out here
They're all over the Garden District, don't they?
is
I
not
guess I can eat these till I run across a
properly
pub.
dressed. Their suits have all gotten worn down with time. You can see that the novelty of it is different in my ears, yeah. Like, I don't like the proper the one that's posh. I really don't like the posh accent, but I figure that's probably the one that's considered the most beautiful and to English ears or something. I'm just assuming. Queen's English, yeah. To me, that's like, to my ear, that's like the British equivalent of like a Valley Girl accent. You find it annoying too?
It occurs to me that the locals may
Yeah,
not be all
you're from
that
the north.
welcoming. Oh dear, let's try not to get killed, shall we? Oh.
I never found a battery in there.
Hello? Anyone out there?
What the hell? Are you a tourist? You're dressed like one.
Shit.
Slumming it, are we? Must be nice to have a closet.
Over here. Do you want to get thrashed? Come in. Come in.
Yeah, I
You're
don't
new
like
here,
New York
aren't you?
accents.
From the parade.
It's more of a
Yes.
southern thing,
Well,
though.
how could you tell?
Yeah. I'll tell you how to survive your next 5 minutes, and in return, you'll give me your socks.
That's outrageous.
Your funeral.
Why are they so angry?
Because that suit you're wearing reminds them of all the jolly, proper, decent wellies who
To,
drove them out of the homes in the village.
Southerners,
But
a
now
lot
we're
of
all
the northern
cold,
accents
tired,
just sound
and
aggressive
starving to
and
death.
angry.
You better get a nice sharp rock and
They
rip
usually
that
just sound
to
rude.
shreds.
My uncle gave this to me for Christmas.
Or they'll rip you to shreds.
Shit. I hadn't thought there would be so many.
Yeah, it's like the latest groovy nightclub, isn't it? People get a bad batch of joy, and it like flips a switch, and they can't take joy anymore. So they get chased out of the village. Been a lot of bad batches lately.
So what happens if I rip up my suit? They invite me over for tea and biscuits.
Then they really won't give a damn what you do, so long as you don't take things that don't belong to you, or go up and punch someone in the nose. Now you can survive the next 5 minutes. Cheerio!
Alright. We gotta craft a torn suit so that we can fit in with the locals.
Beast slouches towards the house of bread.
I don't think my suit is decent anymore. I could wear it around the Garden
But
District.
we're talking about the
proper
north
folk
of
will have me pegged
like
for a
northern
minstrel.
accents in the US. I can pick up as many rocks as I want. That's probably enough of those. There's David Livingston. Torn suit? Okay.
Maybe.
I got your medals. Thank you. You don't know what these mean to me. To know that some of us fought. To know that I fought. You're probably too young to remember. We stood tall in those days. In 42, we threw them back into sea. And they came back in 43. It weren't the same.
I hate to be a bother, but the card to get across the bridge?
Right. Oh, of course, yeah, sorry. Forgive an old man his memories. Well, good luck.
I've got this key card, and I can power up the gate with the power cell. The safe. I suppose if there's something valuable in this house, it ought to be in here.
Disposable safecracker. I'm stealing this lady's shit. Alright. I'm gonna go to that second floor. And then should be alright to move on to the next part of the garden district. Also, this game takes place in like the 60s and 50s, or 50s or 60s, I can't remember which. I think it's in 1964.
Welcome to the bloody garden district.
Fuck Verloc. Verloc is a man who invented joy. Also, let's see. I don't know who that is. Well, Lone Wolf, you know who that is? Maybe it's some British figure. Or maybe it's just like a fictional Wellington Wells figure. This place looks like your hometown? There you go. Very realistic graphics. Arthur Wellesley, 1st Duke of Wellington Wells. Okay, I guess it's not. Yeah, everybody in the UK knows the 1st Duke of Wellington Wells. That totally not fictional place.
Hello.
It's nice to talk.
There's also, all of the music in this game is original. They created like a fake 50s boy band, or 60s boy band. And they had like real musicians write the music for the game uniquely. Also, this, these eyes drawn. So some of the people that have side effects of joy see eyes everywhere. So that's what this would be referencing. Yeah, I love the 60s aesthetic. And so does Chloe. So this game just touches all of the spots for all of us. There we go. Alright, and then we got the card. And then there's gonna be...
I haven't seen one of those in a while.
I honestly never bought anything. We should really buy these canteens. Actually, no, you know what? I don't really even need those canteens. Let's fill a canteen of that pump real quick. What was the sprint button? Okay, I'll see. I'm playing so many different games that have different buttons for every little detail. Oh, he has a canteen on him. Yeah, it's best to fill up these canteens before we end up with the drugged water. I don't think the survival mechanics are going to be that aggressive though. I turned them really low.
Bloody hell, I've forgotten about the revolvers. If I go through without taking my joy, I'm going to get spanked. I better run like hell when it lets me out.
Oh dear.
Woo! Almost got spanked.
One bridge down, and I'm off to the train station.
So if there's any side quests that I come across, I'm totally doing them. Here's a memory that Arthur's gonna have.
This is where we hang them, isn't it? They broke into the police station, tried to burn the register so the Germans wouldn't know which kids to take. We didn't want the Germans to be angry, did we? We were so scared, or maybe just so tired, so we hanged them to encourage the others. I wonder if we'd made the Germans take the kids by force instead of bringing them down to the station singing London Bridge, if things would be different now.
Very realistic puke graphics.
I hope that's the worst thing I remember. Says the chap heading to the train station. Oh, what lovely memories are waiting for me there. At least I can get on the train tracks there and get
Oh,
the
hey,
hell out of
actually...
town. No, I just need to find the train station.
It looks like the train station's actually not that far. Yeah, it's right there. My first playthrough, the world had generated the train station as, like, far, far, far away from me.
And here we are. Not quite as grand as it used to be. Of course, there hasn't been a train since the Germs left. Still, the tracks go from here all the way to the bridge, and then across the river. And then all over...
Here's the head
What are we going to do
boys.
if there isn't food? Will you shut it? I'm trying not to blow myself up.
Hey, look up your board bags, I'll piss in your corpses.
In the third act, you play as that guy. That's Ollie.
We're coming for you, you greedy bastard!
Go eat a banger, you leaky scunner! You're done hoarding all the bee meat!
That dude just fucking blew himself up. Oh, they didn't alert anybody? They just left?
Jesus Christ. I haven't been in here since.
Yeah, let's not talk like that.
What if we just not helped? You know.
He literally is just gonna say, oh, you fucker.
Get out!
How do I get back to the train?
There we go. That's how you get through. That's how you make friends in the UK, right? Right, Lone Wolf? Hang on. Slow down. Slow down, head boys. Just punch my way through. Parkour. I'm doing shockingly well for someone getting chucked at.
And the pitch! It's time!
Oh! Ouch. I need to find the cricket bat. Come on. Oh, I didn't get hit while doing it. Nailed it. Welcome back, Brenner. How many likes we at right now? More dead bodies. Flashlight.
Ah,
Or is it a torch?
Right. Now I just have to find the tracks and walk on out of Wellington Wells.
List of names and dates. Oh, those weren't quite bobbies. Those are head boys. You'll meet the bobbies. There's German supplies. Of toys. Oh, I guess they weren't that bad after all. They were just giving out toys. Always do be careful. ADBC, is that a word in English that I don't know? Yeah, this game is wild. Oh, hey. Always do be fucking switch replacement. Shit. Is there a quest marker right where the switch replacement is, perhaps? Oh, I gotta be careful with the charge. Dear darling Sebastian. Should I read that note? Branch. Gotta be careful with plague victims around. War ration. Can't get enough of those. It's kind of like Skyrim. There's a switch replacement. Happy birthday, Sebastian. Oh, okay. Yeah, so a kid hid down here, I believe. That's the story of that. A kid hid down here, and all that stuff. And their siblings did not make it away. Or a parent did, and their kid didn't return. All that stuff. Basically sad stuff. C. Wait, my torch needs a new power cell? What the f... I keep pausing it. It was like at full battery. Damn it. What's he get for using a torch instead of a flashlight? Yeah, the head boys are kind of like a gang from A Clockwork Orange.
I'm so sorry, Percy. I should have got on the train with you, like I promised. The rule was if a kid was a day over 13, what could I do? You could have kept your mouth shut, Arthur, and not told them you were 13. That's what you could have done.
Yeah, there's a train station and all that. It'd be nice to have a torch battery here, right? I don't mind. You know, I gotta play Metro. No, me and Chloe, I go to her place here and there. I was just at her place last night doing Nun Massacre. We don't live together, but, you know, I go to her place. She comes mine.
I promised I'd go with him.
You are too old to go to Germany, are you not?
He can't take care of himself.
Yeah, it's nice. It's rather tragic what happened.
I told him I wanted to board even if I was 10 days too old, but we don't make the rules anymore, Mr. Hastings. I shouldn't have told him they got my birthday wrong. I don't even know why I did. Should have just kept quiet and got on the train.
So what actually happened is Percy is his brother. Percy has mental disabilities.
Some sort of cave-in. So much for walking down the
so
train
he would have
tracks
been
to the Britannia
exempted.
Bridge.
They didn't want them.
What do I do now?
And
Oh, look,
Arthur told
it's a
Percy that he didn't want to go
little
alone.
lamb.
So Percy went with him,
Where's
not knowing
Bo Peep?
like the consequence of
In
what was
your
going to happen.
cozy way, I bet. That's little Miss Muppet, you Muppet.
And then
can we
Arthur said
pound
he
him
was
now?
Percy, so he could stay home, and that Percy was Arthur. So they loaded up his brother alone on the train to basically go to the concentration camps. There we go, first kill. Oh, they said plywood and paper mache. That's something we'll figure out later. It'll be soon, so I won't tell you.
You're beaming. You're all beaming.
We actually are all V-meat. You find out in a side quest that the V-meat is made out of people meat.
Take it back.
It's Chloe's favorite side quest in the game. Because it's very similar to...
Look, I don't even want to be here.
What's it called? There's the game, not the game, the musical with Johnny Depp where he's a barber killing people. I forget what it's called. But it's the quest that you do is very similar to that. I rocked 3 dudes with a stick. Yeah, I'd call it a shovel personally, but you know, to each their own. A shovel. Oh, what is a shovel but a stick? A fancy stick, right? No, it wasn't Edward Scissorhands. Blumps. No, that is one with Johnny Depp where he's a barber as well. That's a good. You know, you're not wrong in my clues, but I can't remember which it was. I started with the stick and then I switched to a shovel because my stick broke. Flimsy cricket bat? I can beat people up with a flimsy cricket bat. Alright, I should have enough supplies for now. I don't have to loot much more. Ah. Oh fuck, I fucked up that rat. I didn't even mean to. Didn't ask for it. You know what does the rat do anyway? Just, you know, causing plague and everything.
Bloody hell.
Did we get to 10 likes yet, The Runner?
Ollie!
Come for me, have you?
Ollie! I'm Arthur!
I didn't murder 3 men. I defended myself against them.
No!
I murdered a rat.
Bloody murdering wastrels!
You gone mental!
I'll save you, Margaret!
I'm your old neighbour, Artie!
Always lying!
Little Artie!
Artie's gone, they took him
What
away!
up, Joshy?
Ollie,
Sweeney
no,
Todd, yes,
they
that's the one.
didn't.
Thank you, Joshy.
You're a wastrel!
You were looking. I'm glad you enjoyed the streams, buddy.
Well, why didn't you say that before?
Chloe loves Sweeney Todd.
Oh my God, Artie.
I think I made I think the stream where I did that side quest I named Sweaty
What was your
Bod.
mum think? I thought they took you away.
No, they had my birthday wrong.
What?
Sorry?
No, of course not. No, you've got it all wrong. That was Jack turned you in and I what tried to save you.
Right.
I remember.
He's talking
now.
to who he believes is his daughter. When you play as
From
him,
the
you get that
station. The only
hallucinations and all that.
You don't think they hurt him? Percy?
The Germans aren't animals, you know. They just wanted to make sure we stay quiet. And we did. Spot of tea?
That's very kind of you. I'm not thirsty.
That's right, Margaret. We have to run after water.
I have to find him.
Any idea where he might be after all these years?
Not really. I know I have to get out of Wellington Wells. I thought I could take the train tracks to the bridge.
Aye. The only way to the Britannia Bridge is the train station and the parade. And good luck getting into the parade. You could stay here. Remember when you and Sally used to stay with me? When the... But it's young Artie. Meg, you remember Artie, don't you? No room at the inn for young Artie? No. You're right. You're always right. Sorry. Margaret says it's best if I keep to myself.
Oh. Sorry to bother.
But Margaret thinks we could help each other.
Really? Brilliant.
There's a warehouse in the old German camp. We could burgle it.
The Victory Memorial Camp? Where all those Home Army chaps run around practicing stabbing people with bayonets? What do you want me to do there? Run around yelling, "Here I am, shoot me," while you going under the wire?
Yeah, remember that plywood and
I
paper
need from
mache.
their warehouse.
But they call it papier mache.
If you help me, I'll get you out of Wellington Wells. I just need you to turn off the power in the camp.
And this isn't going to get me killed.
Don't be a great girl's blouse. I'll meet you at the bunker after dark. Don't worry about the sentries on the bridge. I'll make sure they get a
What up,
good night's
Cleasy? Welcome
sleep.
in.
Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
Like the stream and all that.
Shall I just show myself out then? Ollie? I don't actually know the way out, you know.
There we go. Yes, Kleenex. Oh boy. We do not want to get caught out here at night without a flashlight. So let's just try to get there quick. 300 meters is not bad. Wow, it's actually pretty close. We must have gotten really unlucky with the randomly generated world last time we did it. Oh yeah, everybody's asleep here. They're all drunk because Ollie came by and gave them all boozies.
No fucking civilians! I have to kill you.
Christ. I better not let anyone see me out of uniform.
Can I take his uniform? No.
I suppose they'll be rolling up the pavements about now.
No, we're just gonna go straight this way. There's some mushrooms on that way, but you know. Who needs some mushrooms, right? What do you mean junkies don't have guns, Lin Wolf? You can be both. You know, there's such a thing as being a dealer who also uses. And also, you know, you could have guns and be anybody, really. Multiple things can be true at once.
Do you ever wonder why the Germans didn't take their tanks with them when they left?
I've made a map. There's a hole in the fence, inside the dump. You just have to get in here, get the key, and cut the power. Then, sneak out into the darkness while I rob them blind. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
How do I cut the power?
The General keeps the keys in his desk.
You want me to break into the General's office?
Any way you can scotch the power is fine by me, lad. I'll meet you back at the train station.
What if they spot me?
I'd run. They don't have a lot of ammunition, but they're terribly handy with their bayonets.
That's your plan B? Run?
Well, you could ask them for some of their famous hot buttered crumpets, but I wouldn't recommend it. They can't run very fast. They're all old farts, like me.
Alright.
Why, Ollie? Oh. Ollie's sleeping potion for those chaps on the bridge.
Find the moonshiner. It's funny, the bearing, or whatever, this thing, it says the U.S. interest line. That little area between the UK and France. Alright. Let's see. I keep going to the wrong menu. Let's go to quests. Healing bomb. And the moonshiner. Let's see. Someone's running an illegal distillery around here. If I can find it, I can brew up some of that weird hooch Ollie puts the bridge guards to sleep with. I actually think I know where the thing is. Banjo? You're right, Cleasy. Let's take a second here. There you go. Banjo progression video through the streams. What do you mean,
Said there was a hole in the fence in the dump. That sounds much safer than walking in by the front gate.
Yeah, play through the frog and get a new skin.
This won't take a minute.
Blumps disapproved my banjo playing tonight. I improvised. I went with what sounded right to play next. I started off slow, so I played something a little nice. Yee yee refers to how country something is, Lone Wolf. Or southern. A banjo is a very yee yee instrument. Oh boy, Cleasy. Cleasy wants me to... So you want... That would be a big undertaking to go through just every stream and search for the banjo picking. But yeah, it would be cool. That would be a cool thing to do. Man, I had other ideas too. Like, it'd be cool to do a little background noise kind of thing. Videos, you know, where I play along with the guys that play instruments in Elden Ring and the guys that play instruments in Mortal Shell and stuff like that. We could just maybe just find a few key takeaways.
Thank God. All done. Oh, wait. No.
There's the brewery. There we go.
Just lie down.
He's in a very bad spot to be unconscious. 2 bags of sugar. We're making moonshine in the UK. Is that blasphemy, Blumps? Is it blasphemy to make moonshine in the UK? Sugar to the mash barrel. It's called mash because it's got corn. What are you talking about? Increase water flow. Five hit. Oh boy. Getting the mushrooms, boys. 1, 2, 3. Search his body. 4. Come on, baby. Let's give me an extra. 5. They didn't give us any extras to have fun with. Damn it. I can't just... Oh, there we go. Now we can sample the ingredients. Make sure they're good. Bammo. Delicious. Decrease heat. This is a whole thing. Decrease water flow. I get it, in the still of the night. Okay. Collect strange alcohol. Let's make as many of these as we can, right? No more empty bottles. I think what we made was more just like a hooch than a moonshine. Yeah, distillery. And it's nighttime. We went to the still in the night. See, it wasn't even beer, it was just like prison wine. We didn't even use yeast, though. I guess we can't just sit and wait for it to ferment, right? That wouldn't be good gameplay. Some games would make you do that, though. You have to go. No, you don't. Have a good night, Mr. Lone Wolf, or good morning. Okay, let's see.
My eyesight isn't that bad.
Am I? No.
And the bad news is, Eddie, you changed with Tommy. Harry, you changed with Reg. I never get tired of that.
I don't even know how to give them the beer.
Infiltrator! We got a live one, boys! Johnny!
Oh, what? What was the point?
We beat you once, we'll beat you again!
Holy shit.
Started! It's finally started!
Damn it, I always pick the wrong one first. Why am I wrong all the time? They were suffering from bleed damage, so we might as well get that Lee Enfield equipped.
It works.
The British iconic gun.
I feel loads better. Percy was never wrong about a thing like that.
They're here!
killed a bunch of war heroes who surrendered to the Germans and gave away our children. I tried to give my character away, so, you know, I'd say we're even, right? Let's drink a little Waddy Pop. It's no longer called water, it's Waddy Pop. These darts might come in useful later. You don't come across darts all that much. We're playing as Arthur. First character you play as in the game. Monsieur Lone Wolf. Oh, I gotta get up there. Oh. And why am I even sneaking?
Alright.
Here's that important part. Paper mache and plywood. These are the tanks that the Germans used to pressure everybody into giving away their children.
Papier-mâché. We took all the kids to the train station. We sent them off to Germany because of papier-mâché.
Alright. Then we're off to Bing's office, and I pushed the wrong button again. Here, I think if I just do this. Tea, pure water, war ration, scotch, strange alcohol. Oh, I can't even offer it, I can just drink it. I guess we'll have to try it another time.
Hadn't he had enough punishment? Be off with him. Then he began to play his long, bowed pipe. Sounds like so low.
It's very well lit right there. It makes me anxious.
They found that they could not move to strike the piper.
Do you remember all the characters, Cleasy?
And out of every house,
Attention all personnel, it is time to take attention. One or more infiltrators have been spotted inside the camp. If you don't recognize a soldier, grab and hold him until his sergeant can vouch for him. If he runs, kill him.
You lost me. Definitely Arthur. There's Arthur, there's Sally, and there's Ollie. Ollie's the diabetic one, Sally's the chemist that has a baby. Most streamed game on this channel, probably Battlefront 2. I think Mr. Jessica looked into the statistics of my PlayStation playing, and I don't really play games outside of streaming lately, or for at least a few years now. So it has to be Battlefront 2, because Mr. Jessica said that that's my most played game. I don't have any... Oh, sweet. Nobody's gonna see me, nobody's gonna see me. It is possible to do this while...
Who's on guard duty?
Who's there?
How did he catch me right away?
They're bombing us again!
He threw a fucking grenade at me. Hopefully nobody saw me get in here. I don't know how that guy just got to me right away. I can't believe we're at 10 likes. I'm so glad about that. And thank you to the lurkers for tuning in and getting me there. Blumps owes you all a great thank you, because, you know, the yee instrument and all has been played thanks to thou.
Ollie said the key was in General Bing's office.
Yee, Blump says. Did you find the banjo playing
There's
worthy?
absolutely not in his desk. Why doesn't that surprise me?
Kind of fitting in. Wait, there's more books? Cool. Come on. This is how you sneak into a place. There we go.
Locked. Aha, but I remember how to make a lockpick.
I can play one of the classics that we've played a billion times, you know, those are always pretty yee, right, Cleese? I just figured I'd improvise something, you know, play something a little new for you guys. I think it was pretty good. I think there's a button, actually. It's an alarm. There we go. Piano sheet music. Read. Note, chord, note. What a jolly tune. Maybe I
Piano
should play
music,
it.
eh? Maybe I should have a read and play it. Well, alright, clever clogs.
Attention all personnel. Some of the
A hatch. If it leads underground like the others, I can use it to get out of here once I'm done.
If you see other trains somewhere you're not...
Have I picked a new game yet? Not quite yet. Chloe made a request for a new game I need to look into. And also there's some games coming out. VLCs for games. I need to make a PlayStation Canada account. Or a Canadian PlayStation account. But I can still like use the same games on the same account. But the Canadian PlayStation Store is a separate entity from the American PlayStation Store. So to redeem that
Attention all personnel. It is time to paint
gift card, I have to make a Canadian one.
marching all day. Take a break and join the painters next
That's okay.
Monday. Any volunteers will
It's not like it's hard to, it's just weird. It's like, why would they do that, you know? Like, all I have to do is just remember my password and username, and that's it. And just do it in Canadian. Which I think I can figure out, right? Like, instead of Z, you say Z. You know, you say a lot of A's. You don't spell it, just A, like the letter A.
Attention all personnel. To allow time to repair the mannequin, bayonet practice has been rescheduled for 0900 hours tomorrow morning.
Generator, where's the generator? Oh, right there.
Alright. Alright. Here goes.
Attention all personnel.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Ollie. He knew it was alarmed, didn't he? I bet he bloody knew. How do I get out of here? I'm not going to be able to jump over the fence from this side. I've got to get back to the general secret hatch. That's my way out.
Should be pretty easy. Just gotta take down
This won't hurt a bit.
Griffith Jones. Hopefully I passed the Are you Canadian check? Yeah, it's like the bot check, right? Except you have to come across slightly more bot-like than an American would. and stickier, you know, from the maple syrup. The new Rocket League chat is funny, but I didn't know there was a new Rocket League chat. Let's check it out.
Newspaper and fucking glue. Right. Now if I can make it back to Ollie alive, he'll help me get out of town.
Alright, damn it, the wrong one. I should save, actually.
And another lie? That won't be an awkward conversation at all, will it?
Oh, for April Fool's. I keep forgetting that it's April Fool's Day. Oh, really? It's the lyrics Never Gonna Give You Up. Alright, we're actually not that far from... Oh, except there's guards.
Day, sir.
Good day.
In the house.
They all think I'm German. Shit.
Infiltrator. We got Jerry's in the house. Attention all personnel. Some of the latrines are in the process of being...
Alright, they're ringing the bell at the back to enter the train station. Hopefully they're all still passed out from alcohol. Good. That's a good petty jab right there, Cleese. Blum says, I haven't played the new Rocket League update. Cleese says, we know, you missed your own Mumcoin special. GG. Blumps. Good game. It's all over for you though. Gotta watch out for those head boys.
I could probably come in the way I got out, in the back of the station.
Okay, so there aren't any plague victims in this district. That's good. The plague victims are basically zombies, but if you catch the plague in this game, there's no curing it. So you just have to, like, try to wait it off for the rest of the game. So my flashlight has no... my torch has no batteries. There he is.
Young Artie! Come on up!
Let's meet Ollie up on his tower. Without stealing his stuff, we have to resist the urge to steal his stuff. It's crucial. Alright. And up we go. Pretty good progress tonight. Thank you, Khaleesi. Khaleesi said that Blump's Mumcoin special was a great stream, though. It was.
Bit of Christmas there, isn't it?
Did you know the power switch was alarmed?
They're all quite mad, you know. Sometimes I think they want the Germans to come back.
Did you know the power switch was alarmed?
It's a shame of it, you see. They want another go.
You bloody knew!
How would I have known that? For fuck's sake, Artie, times are hard, but you and I go back a ways.
The tanks were hollow, Ollie.
What's that?
It's tank armor. The tanks, they're made of papier-mâché.
We could have fought them if they didn't really have tanks.
No.
I wouldn't have given them Percy and the others.
It up.
I wouldn't have had to lie my way off that train. Oh my God. I lied my way off that train.
I wasn't too old to go.
You don't forget a thing like that.
Didn't you hear me? I convinced the Germans they had my birthday wrong.
When you see this from Ollie's perspective, it's pretty interesting.
If it was only me, I'd just take my happy pills and sleep through the end of the world. But I promised. I promised Percy I'd keep him safe while we were in Germany. You promised to help me get to the bridge.
The one in the parade, on Apple Home? How would you even get to it? You can't even go to Maidenholm. They shut that bridge down last week. No. You're right. You're always right. Ever seen one of these?
What does it do?
Haven't the foggiest. But supposing you took this to the bridge to Maidenholm, and supposing you told the bobbies you were there to fix the bridge works, it might enhance your credibility.
And there you go. Maidenholm, I can get to Appleholm.
And Appleholm has the only bridge out of Wellington Wells. See? Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Well then, see you on the other side.
I'd rather doubt that. Adieu, Artie. Good luck.
Wait, I thought he was Scottish. Why did he just say a French word to me? This game's not consistent. I'm just kidding. Oh, the Salamanca Bridge. Reminds me of Breaking Bad. That's in 1,000 meters. Okay. I can reverse it at any time. I've never seen a game allow that before. If we run into any side quests, I'll take them. Otherwise, you know, I'll head out. Of this region, that is. There we go. Okay, just want to make sure that's shut behind me. I didn't want to leave Ollie hanging, even though it's completely fictional. And there's no actual consequences if I leave him hanging. It'll just be a dick move. I don't want to do that. So how you guys doing? How was your day, Khaleesi? Did you work the night shift again, or are you holding out till the road work starts up?
I kept in shape. Oof.
Oh Behave is the name of the quest. That's kind of funny. It's like Austin Powers. You're off for the weekend? Oh, cool. I started a job today. It was, you know, it's an easy job, but it's also rough. It's all over the place. I'm very stressed about it because it's not my kind of thing. But it's not like it's the most difficult job, and the people aren't unpleasant. At least yet. You know, I'm still the new guy. They could become unpleasant when they get comfortable with me. But I at least know I have a friend there. My brother's girlfriend works there. And she's very much like a sister by this point. I'm nervous walking over there. You know, I thought you were gonna quit that night shift job, given, like, last we spoke about it. Yeah, it's good to pick up these things while we can. What type of work? I'm in a kitchen. You know, kitchen type work. I personally don't enjoy working in kitchens. It's just, I don't like it. Really, my first job was doing dish duty.
Side, I suppose now I know what I'm made of.
It's just, it's not my kind of work. I'm not doing dish duty right now, personally. Fortunately. But it's One of those tedious kitchen jobs like that.
I think this is the fountain Sally and I put the fish in.
Aw.
We were witty in those days.
Everything with Sally and Arthur, it's like you just want them to... You just want things to work out for them. Even though horrible things happen between the both of them. Yeah, my role in the kitchen is as the expo guy. So it's a very busy and it's a fancy restaurant. The cooks and everything prepare the food, you know, and they put it under the hot lamp that keeps it warm while the rest of the food's getting made. And then I keep track of everything and keep track of the tickets as they come in. And then
this is for the benefit of Mr. Kite. The rabbit got into the garden.
When the whole order is there for like the whole table,
like
I take it all and put it on the tray and call out the name of the waiter or waitress. It's all waitresses there. But if you read the transcript of all that, and then the stuff about those phone calls, it's actually two people were escaping to get... Well, one was helping the other escape, and eventually it's implied that either one of them does escape or the other doesn't make it, because they speak in code to each other, and you can kind of find clues about who the people in those phones are. Oh, you help around with your dad today. That's cool, Bumps. You seem to be very close to your dad. That's cool. There we are. We made it to O-Behave.
Lovely day for it. Unfortunately, the bridge is not open at this time. It was working just a minute ago, but the door is broken again. You'll have to wait until it's up again.
Do you ever let anybody in?
Oh, yes. There's someone in there now.
And in the past month?
Well, in the past month. Ah! There's a chap in there right now.
You don't really want anyone back from the Garden District, do you?
Well, my wastrel friend. No one goes off their joy, can actually take joy. I mean, would you? Everybody feels better if that door stays broken. You, us, everybody.
Well, Constable Wright, I suppose now I can tell Central why the bridge keeps breaking down.
Central?
Ever seen one of these?
Oh, bugger me. You're not some sort of undercover bridge inspector.
This device detects structural irregularities using shortwave radar. But I don't think it will show me the real problem. Will it, Constable Wright?
Look, sir, you can fix that door, but them wastrels still ain't gonna take their joy. It makes them see eyes everywhere.
That's not for you to decide, is it?
No, sir. The maintenance hatch is that way, sir.
I didn't find any fast travel points out here, and we're gonna have to go back out here too.
Maybe I will, maybe I won't.
Let's see here. I actually chose the correct one. Abandoned house. Ruined house, ruined house. Crazy legs. Did I not turn that one on? You know, I don't think I even have access to that one. Yeah, I believe that is the tutorial area, or yeah, that's the tutorial area right over here. So yeah, I have no way to fast travel back right now. You came up with your final score for 2042? 4.8 out of 10. Alright, what's your reasoning, sir? I'd give it a 5, personally.
Bugger. If I really was from
Just
Central,
because
I'd
you
have
can
the
play
card,
Bad
wouldn't I?
Company 2 maps on it.
There is another way,
I don't know if
though,
you still
isn't there?
can, though. Information and security. Here we go through the bureaucracy of Wellington Wells.
Please take a number and sit down.
There's nobody else here.
Please take a number and sit down.
It is such a clever game. Now I gotta wait.
Number 2. Now serving number 2.
It's me.
Welcome to the rehabilitation centre.
Actually, I'm just a sort of undercover bridge inspector from Central. See this device? It detects structural...
Then you should have no trouble passing the test, should you? Please head through the door there and begin your rehabilitation.
This is funny. There's a guy in there that's basically perpetually in there because you can't pass the test. Oh really? Breakthrough is still terrible? Isn't that the one that they made the game for? Like Breakthrough is supposed to be the game mode for it.
Please deposit your personal belongings into this box, retaining only your clothes. Please continue to the decontamination room.
I guess we got a shower. Sandwich? Oh, there's fucking food in here? That's actually more food than, like, anybody can eat in this game, like, because they're all...
Please discard your clothes. Don't worry, you will be provided with new, proper clothes after decontamination.
Now, if I was Percy, I'd just go promenading about, wondering why everyone was staring. I never did quite grasp what's so important about wearing clothes.
I guess we're showering? Oh.
Wine still and wine. God to make thee mighty, make thee mightier yet. God to make thee
That might be true, Cleese, actually. Cleese says it feels like it's a small publisher's first attempt at an FPS. I mean, it could be true because they could have just hired a bunch of college grads
Please
to
proceed
do
to
it.
the next room and obtain
You know, it could be like a completely different group of people. Look at that physics sim. When I get hit, it actually does a physics sim of the water enough that it slows down the game when it hits me. That's kind of funny. That's like they went overboard with the water. It could have just been a stream that they animated and didn't put a physics sim on. We gotta find a proper suit. Oh, hey. See if we can't find a better proper suit. Nah.
Don't you look wonderful?
There's no
Please
legs.
proceed to the next room.
No pants.
In case there is any residual odor of the Garden District on you, please enjoy this refreshing scent of country flowers.
Okay.
Is that licorice? Why licorice?
Get ready for the most
Licorice is
important
delicious. What are you
moment in
talking about?
your
Tastes like
rehabilitation.
root beer.
Please take your favorite flavor of joy. Vanilla, chocolate, or strawberry.
I have to say joy, right?
Oh, I must insist that you not traverse the beams of the joy detector without taking your joy, sir.
There's a demonstration.
Oh,
I think the Elden Ring...
They were serious about taking my joy, weren't they?
I think the Elden Ring DLC is actually free, according to Joshi. That's what he told me. He could be lurking, could answer that question, Cleezy. But I think the second DLC is probably the one that's purchasable. And yes, I will buy it. Especially given the fact that, you know, I have funds now. Look at that. That's very tasteful. Very tasteful coffee table right there, Cleezy. Now we gotta take a Joy. He likes the strawberry. Both are free, okay. Joy makes you happy, but be careful not to take too much joy. The joy meter will help you track your joy experimentation. If the joy meter fills, you will overdose and suffer penalties to combat, crafting, and conformity until the overdose passes. As you take more joy, you'll notice a memory loss counter around the joy meter. This counter tracks your memory loss from taking joy too many times. When the meter is full, you will crash and suffer severe penalties. For this reason, you should use joy tactically and only when necessary.
Well, that feels entirely too good.
Please head into the theater and take a seat.
This room is for Uncle Jack only. It is not for other activities. Use the cozy cottages if you must. It's Uncle Jack, everybody.
Excellent. Sit tight and enjoy the show.
And now it's time for the Uncle Jack Etiquette Minute. You may be wondering, how can I fit in better in Hamlin Village? Well, it's easy. To get along, go along. If someone tells you it's a lovely day, agree with them. Because of course, it's always a lovely day in Hamlin Village, so don't be afraid of talking to people first. They'll appreciate it. Now, I'm assuming, of course, that you're decently dressed. Clothes make the man, eh? Indeed, naked people have almost no influence at all in society. And don't dress in rags either, or people might think you're a wastrel. Now, what should you do if people are staring at you? Maybe they're asking you if you remember to take your joy. Who cares? Just pop another, and they'll congratulate you and
pretty
go on about
interesting
their
how much
day.
work they put into this
Things seem
game.
to be getting a bit
Just to
hectic.
like make the world
Remember,
cool.
you can always sit on a bench, relax, and open the Hamlin au Courant. Take a load off. No one will bother you when you're sitting on a bench. Unless you've made them very angry. Well, or, I don't know, watch Jack Worthing on television. I hear he's very good. Well, I'm afraid we've come to the end of our time. Tune in tomorrow for another Etiquette Minute with Jack Worthing. That's me.
Isn't Uncle Jack wonderful? Now, please proceed to the 3rd floor, where you will be tested on what you've just relearned.
Alright. Wish I was paying attention instead of drinking water. We're gonna get quizzed, Cleezy. Did you study?
Just a friendly reminder. Uncle Jack don't mention it, but a word to the wise. Proper decent people don't like people what is running, jumping, crouching, spying, sneaking, breaking or entering. Such like behaviours is what we associate with downers. Avoid them, and we shan't have disagreements.
I forgot that the music plays at normal speed when you're on your joy. Yeah, let's loot. Oh, come on. It's like it's weird that it's like a fake village. But I mean, it's a video game, but you know what I mean. It's a fake village in a fake village. It's like those like North Korean foods like store shops where it's like everything's clearly fake.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's time to play Oh Behave, the game where you show that you're ready to come back to Hamlin Village and behave like a proper, decent citizen.
Oh, for heaven's sake, they can't be serious.
Are you ready to behave? Now, our 5 guest questioners are going to ask you 1 question each.
This guy
All you
keeps
have to
pecking
do
the
is
eyes.
show us that you understand how to behave yourself Cashier, what question do you have for our prodigal son or daughter?
Lionel Cashier. Glad he's still around.
If you want to fit in, you should. A. Say hello to everyone you meet, like what you do. B. Visit people's houses, whether they're there or not. C. The eyes! The eyes!
It's not so much an accurate representation of what would happen if the Nazis took over, no, but it's more of like an amalgamation of just dystopian fiction that's popular.
Mrs. Browning, what would you like to know?
If you realise you're wearing rags, should you A. Pop a joy, B. Put on proper clothes for God's sake, and why not pop a joy, C.
Oh, your
Why does
joke
everything
bombed,
have eyes?
please. Close and joy.
That's right, Player 1. Just popping a joy is not always enough. We do have standards, you know. Player 2, I'm afraid everything does not actually have eyes. Jack Constable. Constable, your question?
Right. Well, here's my interrogative. If I see you running, jumping about, or crouching in the shadows, what will I likely do? A. Tell you to stop your rotten shenanigans before I smash you in the face. B. Run and jump and play myself. C. Oh God, the eyes.
A.
Player 1, that's exactly right. If you need to get somewhere, don't lurk about like a rotten downer, or run like you're fleeing the scene, or jump about. No need to be in a hurry in Hamlin Village. Player 2,
Oh, cool.
do try to pay attention. We want you to succeed.
Cleesy's been participating in the Ramadan dinners at his work.
If you want to make friends
But the food's
with me,
delish.
should you A. Give me flowers, B. Talk about old times, C. Stop staring at me, why is everything staring?
You don't want to remember the old times. That's the trick. It's a trick question.
Excellent. Yes, do give the ladies a lovely bouquet. They do so love flowers. Oh dear, it looks like the eyes have you both, as they say. How disappointing. Remember,
You brought them chili?
doctors are here to help you.
Do you have a secret chili recipe, Cleesy?
Doctors will smell it right away, and they'll give you a quick injection to make your day a lovely one. Dr. Byron, what is your question?
What happens when you take too much joy? A. You can't find your own house. B. Who cares? C. Please God, make them stop staring.
Oh, right, a recipe off the internet?
That's right, Player 1. It hardly matters. You might lose a few hours, but sooner or later, you'll find yourself on a bench, no worse for the wear. Oh, Player 2. Today is just not your day, is it? But you can always come back for a 7th
Ah, my
try.
nose.
And that concludes this episode
It's
of
like the soreness in my nose. And it just touched my nose and it made me feel like I had to sneeze.
Didn't remember, we're always happy to give you another shot if you're willing to behave like a decent citizen. Of course we are. Here in Hamlin Village, we're always happy.
I wonder if I can take that battery that she has. Here, I can leave now.
Welcome. It's time to play Oh Behave, the game where you show that you're ready to come back to Hamlin
Come
Village
on.
and behave
It's not letting me move right now.
decent citizen.
What the hell? I passed the test. Oh, for heaven's sake, I'm not going to do this
Oh, there we
again.
go.
How do I get out of here?
Are you ready to behave? Now, our 5 guests
I can't
are
unplug
going
the
to
battery.
ask you one question each. All you have to do is show us that you
Thoughts on
understand
Andrew Tate being released?
in Wellington
You know, I don't have to like Andrew Tate to know that he was
Mr. Cashier,
being mistreated.
do you have for our prodigal son
by the law, you know,
Want to fit in? You
because he definitely was. I don't have any Jimmy bars.
Good. Hey, say hello to everyone you meet.
Because like the thing is
visit people's houses.
the Romanian justice system, basically they just have to ask the judge to keep you locked up without a trial. Right? Yeah, I know. Yeah, they definitely do it to people you don't hear about. Like, that's why it's kind of fucked how their system works. I feel like that's the big takeaway here. It's like nothing about Andrew Tate is the biggest takeaway about this situation. It's how, like, fucked up their legal system is.
May I express my delight that you passed the examination, sir? We've not had as many as we'd hoped, sir. Not as
Same
many
thing with
at
like
all.
in the UK with that Count Dankula situation back in a few years ago.
Well, sir, welcome back. Oh,
where
and
he was
in
just
case your
locked
rustication
up
has been of long
for
duration,
making a
please bear in mind
rather
that there is now an
offensive joke
nocturnal curfew.
on the internet.
Best be
and
indoors
that's all.
after nightfall, sir.
It's like, what's Count Dankula? He's a guy, he's become bigger now because of the whole controversy, but he basically made a video where the joke was that his dog was doing, you know, like Hitler salutes. And it was basically like he was having his dog shake.
I've got to get to St.
You
George's
know,
Hole,
just the same trick that every dog does.
Except
And
that I need a letter of transit to get into the parade.
yeah,
like the one I left
they
on my
locked him up
desk
for
in the
it,
parade.
and like under British
How do I
law,
get
you
a
could
new
face
one?
jail time up to 7
Wait.
years.
The old government printing office was on my
And the only reason he didn't spend any was
break
because
in
there
and
was
steal
such an
some blanks.
international outcry saying that's a ridiculous standard. But those laws have only been made stricter as times went on. It's like they just let him go because that's what everyone was looking at. But I've seen numbers that, like, there's people who've been arrested and fined for it. Like, are in the thousands. But same thing's happened in Canada too, because
Percy, you're soaked.
in Canada, if what you say is deemed to insult someone's honor, then that is something that you could be litigated against,
It's been
and
raining all
that's
day.
the standard there.
Did he not notice the drops of water
And
falling
there's
out
people
of the
who've
sky?
been, like comedians who've been fined $60,000 or jail,
raining.
because if you don't pay
It
your
was
fine, you go to
drizzling.
jail, right?
Now you're going to get sick, and then I'm going to get sick, and then Dad is going to get sick.
And that's happened in Canada. Yeah. Well, if you say you're gonna kill someone, that's a reasonable threat, right? Like if you're gonna joke, like making a joke, there's a difference, but that's kind of where the line is drawn in the U.S. is like if you're making an actual threat against someone's life,
I should snoop around a bit.
you know, or if you're lying about a non-public figure to damage their life in some way, and that's like libel or yeah, a joke is up for interpretation, yeah. But you know, if they're making a threat and not trying to pass it as a joke. Yeah, that's the same thing with Joshy. Like I couldn't care less about Tate. Like I don't like what he says. He's a bit of a dick. I don't like his stances on things. You know, Cleese, since last time we talked about him, I've looked more into him, and I'm not so happy
Always wondered what happened to the
about the
letters.
guy. But it's like
was an awful lot
I don't
of
think the guy
smoke.
should be imprisoned. I just don't listen to him, and I won't encourage people to listen to him unless they're trying to just figure out his takes. You know, shouldn't be silenced just because I disagree with him. But the thing is like the people who adamantly hate him, like, I don't like them just as much because they're people who have pretty abhorrent views themselves. And yeah, what Jossie is pointing out about it is that, like, the kind of people that are, like, so adamantly against him, like, it doesn't help that they're so adamantly against him. Because there's people who like him now because these people that are also pretty shitty don't like him so much. Yeah, I know. Like, it's crazy, like, the things he says, and it's like, the people that are trying to get him locked up,
no one saw me hide.
It's like, if he agreed with them and said the exact same stuff, like, it's not even his stance on that. It's that he's just not on their side that they have a problem with. Like, he could say that stuff, but if he's on, like, their side pushing for their politicians and their, you know, bills that they want passed and their, like, virtue signaling stuff, then they'd be, like, screaming and ranting and raving about getting how it's like, get rid of them, get rid of the people locking him up and stuff. It's like, my problem is I don't like what he says, but that's as far as it goes. If he is doing human trafficking, that's fucked up, but the evidence, you know, doesn't point to it as him doing it anymore, but we know he's done it in the past because he admits to doing it in the past, which is fucked up. I don't like people who are pimps because that's the same thing as being a slave owner. And but like the biggest fucked up situation that we found out about this is that the Romanian prison system is totally fucked. Like, all they have to do is just tell a judge, hey, can you keep this guy locked up for 30 more days? And all you have to do is pretend that you're doing an investigation in their system, and you can have people locked up indefinitely. Yeah, that's true, Joshy. Blump says, I have traditional values, so I do believe that women are perfectly fine in the kitchen, not necessarily belong, though. And Blump is a woman, which is a you know, context. It doesn't really mean like your perspective is less value, but like as a man or a woman in this discussion, it's just, you know. And then Joshy, a man, says, women do belong in the kitchen, so do men. In fact, I do most of the cooking, LOL. Yeah, I mean, I'm of the position with Joshy where, like, everybody belongs in the kitchen. Like, I know girls who don't know how to cook because they think it's, like, a feminist statement. And, be that as it may, but as an adult, you should know how to fucking cook. Like, man or woman. Like, cook for yourself. If you don't know how to cook food, then that's kind of pathetic. That's my stance on it. It's like if you refuse to cook because, you know, you think that people want you to cook, it's like, well, regardless if people want you to cook or not, you should probably cook for yourself.
Keep my eyes open.
Yeah, my guy needs to find some food. Or not my food, bed. Sleepy bye. Alright, there's the Lovebirds side quest. We have to find the safe house in the area. The government printing office is way easier to get to this time around.
Looks like the old printing office is pretty well buttoned up. I wonder if there's a way in the back.
Yeah, it's honestly a red flag if you can't cook the basics, as Cleese says. And also, here's our first interaction with Sally Boyle.
Never mind. Next week, Arthur Hastings.
Lovely day
You
for
play
it.
as her in the second act.
Lovely day for it, me, you idiot. It's me, Sally. Oh, I knew it was you. I mean, the glasses, the hair, the really adorable jacket. Don't ask me how. You're not that awkward little boy anymore, are you? But the way you walk, it's like the mask isn't even there. I just knew. There's Arthur.
Sally? You look fantastic.
This ancient thing. I've had it 2 weeks. I'm out of my mind with boredom.
Green and white checked. Your dress, the last time I saw you. Running out the door.
That horrible gingham dress. Oh, God, that takes you back. You're off your joy.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
Oh, you have little fucking faith. I'm not going to turn you in. Whatever possessed you to go off your joy?
Percy.
Oh,
I saw a picture of him. I promised I'd look after him in Germany. I have to go and find him.
How are you going to get out? Do you even have a letter of transit?
Absolutely. On my desk, in the city.
Good Christ. Just tell the policeman that. I'm sure they'll wave you right on through.
But she's also a downer. She's not on her joy either.
I'm very close with General Bing.
Of course you are.
No.
You always did have a knack for making helpful new friends.
I mean, I could go see him and ask him to give you a letter of transit.
Don't put the General out on my account. I'm sure you've only so many favours you can ask of him.
My God. You still hate me, don't you?
Yeah, well, I've only been wondering for the past 14 years.
We were 16!
How could you?
Because I liked him? Because he had that adorable beard? I don't know, there isn't a reason for everything. You're the last bloody person who should be off his joy.
I can't believe you are.
Believe me. Take enough stuff. Look. Some downer broke into my lab last week, literally tore the bars off the windows, and the ridiculous thing is I forgot to lock the front door. Point is, it's a horrible, terrible world out there. I just don't see you smashing your way into the city without a great deal of help.
Oh no, not me.
I'm living on the King's Road right now.
Of course you are.
I couldn't exactly have stayed there, could I? Like nothing happened.
Yeah, poor Sally and all that.
Look, I'm sorry.
Also poor Arthur.
This isn't what I meant to... Maybe we could help each other. Maybe I could come by when I'm feeling...
And she's gone.
Better? Brilliant.
But yeah, Sally was Arthur's lady friend
How about going to the
for the longest time, and then she lived with Arthur because her parents and her whole family was killed and poisoned by her mom
transit. She knows
to stop them from getting taken by the Germans. And then one day Arthur caught Sally sleeping with his father.
Here. A friend of Miss Boyle's, innit? Funny. You don't seem all high and mighty. Perhaps we can express our feelings about Miss Boyle to
There's some
her
dreams
friend.
textures down on the bottom left right there, Cleasy. I don't know if you noticed it during the cutscene. There we go, I hit it with a block of the cricket bat.
Cheer up, you bastard!
Oh, you hit me? That's a son of a bitch. I need to heal up. It's a good thing I made all those health potions, right? 2 of them.
Keep calm! Keep calm!
That guy was just started walking off on his own.
Downer!
I gotta get rid of that fucker that's throwing the fucking rocks. It's cheap.
Get at me!
You know, I should just equip that bayonet, right? That would pretty hurt them bad. Their words came out. But yeah, I'll read your guys' comments soon. Hang on. Where's my weapons? There we go. It's gonna be somewhere in all? Why are my weapons not in all? Alright. Well, that sucks. Oh, my weapons slot is empty? Ah, the fucking... That's right. They took it when I took the test. You'd think if I killed 2 people, this guy would run off, right? I killed both of his friends.
Wet blanket.
Yeah, it's probably unwise to block a frying pan with your forearms, huh? Oh, it's getting pretty bad. Can I run? I'm so dead if I don't get out of here.
Now, what's all the scuffle? You've been having an altercation in the alley?
Nothing you need to worry about, Constable.
What if I just drop dead?
Just be on my way.
And where is it you're on your way to? Precisely.
Just off to see an old friend on St. George.
Oh, well, no need to be in such a hurry. The bridge to St. George is...
It's always under renovation.
Under renovations.
Oh. For how long?
I hesitate to prognosticate, sir. Dr. Faraday's the only one who knows how to fix the ridiculous contraptions on them bridges. Word has been sent, but we've not had the courtesy of a reply.
Why don't you, I don't know, go to Dr. Faraday's house?
Because Dr. F has removed to a secret location, the, location which headquarters keeps, secret.
Right. I'll ask your headquarters then.
You some kind of troublemaker. Stay out of city business.
I suppose.
And there I go. Dead. Joshy says, crazy that Nancy doesn't cook, and she has a culinary degree. Mind you, she also has her law degree, too. She is a lawyer. But she says she doesn't cook unless she gets paid. And, I'm sure that's it's a bit of a pain in the ass if she gets into an argument, or if she's a lawyer, right? But then I guess that's the same with like a psychologist. You know, I used to be a psych student, but I don't do that. I don't like analyze people like people assume psychologists do, or people who know about psychology do, and stuff like that. I don't just go around diagnosing people. Blump says, LMAO, my pawpaw still yells, woman, make me a sandwich, and it's kind of hilarious because of the memes. That is pretty funny. Hey, Joshy says, nah, I'm smarter than her. I walk away. There we go, the bigger man. Let's see, when was the last time it saved? That's gonna be a rather...
God.
Let's see, I'm still in my joy.
Where's a bed?
So...
I think this might be the one Sally and me tried to blow up.
Yeah, this is a waste.
I always wondered what happened.
I guess I ought to use this opportunity to craft more shit. We'll see if I can't, what is it? Skip some dialogue. I definitely cannot get away with sprinting. But hey, we're still on our joy, so we can just walk through this.
A joy detector. I better take my joy.
Yeah, Arthur. Currently on his joy. Hey, look at the rainbows.
Looks like the old printing office is pretty well buttoned up. I wonder if there's a way in the back.
Okay, let's go talk to Mr. Sally again.
You know what?
Sally
Never mind.
Bowl.
Next week?
You
saw
arse. How about going to the King's Road, knock...
This is easy. This turns out to be way easier than it was. There you go.
What's all the scuffle?
Just walk out. That turned out to be the solution.
I suppose if I
Skip
want to
that.
go and make up with Sally, I need to get Dr. Faraday to come fix his bridge.
Alright, Faraday
So I need
is...
to visit police headquarters and find out where he's gone. Not risky.
Alright, we need to go to... police headquarters. There's the hatch in Maiden Home. Okay, we'll need to head there. Josh, he says he enjoyed We Happy Few. He hasn't gotten through the whole game. It's one of them that he said he'd get back to, but never have. Yeah, that kind of happened to me for a little bit, but then I got back into it, and I really enjoyed it. It's quite good.
It all.
The further you get into it, the better it
It's
gets.
always a little extra complicated with Sally, isn't it?
Please. What's done is done. Nothing to see here. Past is history. Now, mind your own business.
We'll do side quests another day. There's no pressure either, because it's not like we're close to finishing yet. We really want to get concerned once we get to Sally's house. That scene always like breaks my heart though, when you get to Sally's house. You guys will have to see it. And Sally's perspective of it too is like they both, when you see both their perspectives, you see that both of them wanted to get back together, but they didn't effectively communicate with each other in each other's perspective, like from each other's perspectives, talking to each other and all that. Alright. We don't want to be off our joy too much. But yeah, we should get to this place over here, where we can sleep and everything. And then return to the police station. Happy Few's fun as long as you don't, like, skip out on everything, you know? Like, if you're just trying to play a game, it's not really what it is. It's more of, like, you want to get through the game and try to get to the side quests and all the quests and everything. In the story. Because that's where it shines. Unless, you know, you enjoy crafting and survival, because there is that mode where you try to survive as long as possible. That's what the game was made for, anyway. Oh yeah, this one, oh my gosh. Please, do you remember how many streams it took me to get this one done? Save time. Okay, where is... We need to turn off the electricity first. I don't remember which way. It's probably not the bathroom. Okay. Yeah, we could start with sleeping. 24 hours.
And when he woke up, he realised that it had all just been a bad dream.
Hey, no, still no food requirements. Oh yeah, I think I get it. There's a hatch somewhere. Above. To crawl an event. It's not the way I did it. I just braved through and healed myself as I got electrocuted. Why would it let me on top of that anymore? It stopped letting me up on the counter. Here, it does quite a bit of damage. There we go. Come on.
Still a bit sloshy.
Keep
Good
dry or
giant
sparkle.
Octopi. Now, if I can find the switch again, I'm in business.
That's a healing bomb there. That's nice. First fast travel location outside of, you know, the other first one.
Come back here from any other hatch without anyone trying to kill me.
It's nice to have fast travel spots unlocked in this game, as with any. And we slept off our joy withdrawal. That's always good. Save. I can't save yet. Can't save yet. That's fine. I don't think there's too much issues in this place. This is just dialogue. Good writing. When they start talking, that is.
Hello.
There we go.
I'm attempting to locate Dr. Faraday. Can you tell me where I can find him?
I'm afraid that information is not for public consumption, sir.
I can tell him where to find Bobby Hickenbotham, though.
Oh, for heaven's sake. He's not at the Reform Club again, is he? He was supposed to go to Lud's Own.
Well, apparently he feels so guilty that Dr. F has been deprived of the liberties which are the birthright of every English citizen. He's gonna get his arse spanked.
Constable Bevan, I'm not the public. I'm from the Department of Archives, Printing and Recycling. We're conducting an investigation into Dr. Faraday's handling of municipal records relating to the maintenance of the interinsular bridges. 2 requests have already been sent by Miss Bing to your superior requesting this information. If I have to go back to the parade, Miss Bing's next letter regarding this apparently deliberate festinance will include the name of the last person I talked to. Will that be you, Constable, or the chap who keeps the constabulary's address book?
In that case, sir, why don't you take the elevator on up to records? They'll sort you out.
Thank you. I shall.
There we go.
Hell is festinance?
They deprived Dr. Faraday of his liberties, but he made all the bridges.
Here we go.
Percival Hastings, is it not?
Hey, it's that guy.
No, it's Arthur. Percival went away.
Odd.
I didn't know you ran into him here.
You think you'll never forget. But then, I suppose you do.
I'm Arthur. Arthur Hastings.
Memory play tricks on you, do they not?
You must get back on board!
How old are you, Mr. Hastings?
I'm 13. They typed my birthday wrong on the card.
So, why are you here?
No, I'm just here to take my brother to the train.
Bob's your uncle.
Right as rain, sir, right as rain.
There we go.
Hello? Constable Bevan said you're the chap who has Dr. Faraday's current address.
That's right. I've got records of everyone's address back there. All alphabetical. I'm quite proud of it.
So, where has Dr. Faraday relocated to?
Oh, I can't tell you that. You're not a constable. I guess it would take 2 of you to make one constable, if you had platform shoes. Right. Anyone else you'd like me to not tell you the address of?
You're very helpful.
That's what everyone says. You know, I used to patrol the street. It was lovely. Shopkeepers give you sandwiches, ladies flirt, the warm sun on your coat. One misstep, and they put you in the records room. It's hardly fair. He was breathing when I left him.
Where do you think you're going? We're not open to the general public. Bugger all.
Alright. Any means. Tell him off was added. Or actually, maybe I can. That's Constable Bevan. Nope. Hey, Bobby HQ keycard. Alright, I'm crushing it so far. Quick, easy. Sneaking around. Nothing to see here. Okay.
If they're alphabetical, maybe I can find Dr. F's address myself. F for Faraday.
This is like that one mission in Alien Isolation. What this one?
Aha! He certainly does have this place organised. Dr. Faraday's in Lud's home. That's crazy. Why? And how do I get to Lud's home? Are they renovating it?
Alright, let's home it is. That's next stream, though. I think. We've gotten far enough tonight, I think. That's where they do the Miss Boyle song in Act 2. Miss Boyle, Sally Boyle makes special joy for the
Bobby
Bobbies.
Hickenbotham. He's supposed to check up on Dr. Faraday, but he's at the Reform Club instead, getting his arse spanked. He must have some sort of ID that lets him cross to Ludd's hole. Maybe I could borrow it.
The Reform Club. Hey, might as well. You know what? Actually, I shouldn't. It's 3:08. That's a good one to start the stream with next time, so I'll do that. I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good night. Thanks for watching. It means a lot to me. Bye-bye.